Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage and plunder, we rifle and loot. Drink up, me heart is yo ho. We kidnap and ravage, we don't give a hoot. Drink up, me heart is yo ho. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We extort and pilfer, we filch and sack. Drink up, me heart is yo ho. Maraud and embezzle and even hijack. Drink up, me heart is yo ho. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We kid.
There are many tales of mariners yore, based near the rocks of the Scotian shore. But none so fascinates the human wit as the lasting tale of the Money Pit. The saga began in 1795 when Nova Scotia's first settlers were starting to arrive. A local lad from the southern coast, he liked to fish as did most. He went by dory to a nearby isle, then sat neath an oak tree to rest for a while. When he noticed a very unusual sight, some marks on a limb off to his right, it looked like those that block and tackle would make, so he decided to investigate. It appeared also that what he did see was a deep depression under that tree. That started swashbuckling visions in his head about the pirates of which he'd read. He recruited 2 friends and returned next day with picks and shovels to dig away. They found pick marks and wooden barriers and rocks not found in local areas. Soon they found some wooden beams and another layer and another, it seems. They dug to a depth of 20 feet before feeling the pangs of defeat. This job would require more resources than they had, so they left Oak Island feeling quite sad. But the thought of the treasure never left their mind, and they swore to return those riches to find. 9 years were to pass till they came back with lots of labor and finances to back, but another attempt to find that stash was again doomed to finally crash. They dug down past 80 feet, and wouldn't you know, finding more clues of the treasure below. When they returned on another day, their hearts were smitten with heavy dismay, for all their labor and associated costs were now gone and hopelessly lost. The pit was now as full could be with salt water coming in from the sea. The designers had made tunnels to fill the hole so all their treasure could never be stole. 2 centuries have come and passed, with each recovery effort same as the last. Investigators have spent millions on that money pit, but no treasure ever comes out of it. Pumps and methods used deep in the mine have never resulted in any treasure to find. In 1897, Bill Chappell struck iron, cement, then wood, even coconut fiber, never understood. At 150 feet, he found words scribed in ink, written with a quill pen, that's what they think. At age 27, FDR was an explorer there to find, and Oak Island always remained a fixture on his mind. In the 1960s, explorers finally brought an underwater camera, and exciting photos caught of unique artifacts they found at last, pieces of antique wood and items of brass. Again, an underwater camera was used in '72 with technology that was really brand new. It captured a man's remains finally laid to rest, and a picture of a buried treasure chest. During the years, 6 men have been lost as part of those expeditions' extensive cost, yet still the lure of the pirate's treasure brings the curious in multi-measure. The latest effort to recover the gold started last year with novel plans, we are told, but this pit with its unusual design has made that treasure most difficult to find. They'll just waste more money, and we probably know still no treasure will be discovered below. They've oceanographic engineers and stuff on board to unlock where the treasure is stored. But the local economy will surely be blessed by more money spent in the money pit quest. Treasure seekers have now drilled to 235 feet, and still their mission is incomplete. They sent scuba divers down that narrow shaft. Those poor divers must have been daft. More beams and wood did they find, but it was too murky down there in the mine. Explorers have found various coins and artifacts and several types of an old battle axe. It leaves one's mind quite disheveled as how they place those beams at every level. History Channel shows those fools still searching with their high-tech tools. When each team runs out of cash, in comes the next to search for that stash. Every new group is encouraged by an artifact find to encourage them to explore the mine, while the local economy continues to accumulate those few remnants of the pieces of 8. Speculation is rampant about who created these holes and why the truth never unfolds. Some say perhaps it was Captain Kidd who found this place for his treasure to be hid. Others think it was Sir Francis Bacon and crew. They were the only ones who really knew. The Templar Knights took their treasure and fled to Nova Scotia, some historians said. More artifacts the explorers continue to find, but never the treasure that was left behind. Will any event finally resolve that great money pit mystery and finally solve who were the crew that created this hole? Is it really filled with treasures of gold? I would guess that it may not be in our time will anybody ever that treasure to find. So someday, if you want to explore the pirate stories from the Scotian South Shore, an Oak Island tour would be the place to satisfy your curious taste. You will hear the most fascinating stories of the olden days of swashbuckling glories, and leave your mind to speculate about the pit's first digging. And what was the date? The days when 4 masters passed by the score. Alas, we're afraid those days are no more, but their legacy surely will last and leave us to dream of romantic days past. The treasure may forever just sit and wait, while explorers still search for those pieces of 8.
Money, money, money must be funny in a rich man's world. Money, 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 always sunny in a rich man's world.